You never expect for your child to stop breathing.
We expect and assume that people and things will always be here for us. And that day, I almost lost one of the most precious people in my life.
I was leaving for a work conference, and then I saw a CPR kit that had probably been up there for some time. And I realized this would be the first time that I'd be leaving the home. I really stressed to the wife the importance of knowing CPR. I'm leaving. You really need to know what to do in case this happens.
And we walked through the kit. Through all of the steps and all of the processes, the one thing that stands out the most is him saying, no matter what happens, you cannot panic. I remember that so clear. You cannot panic. I said, okay. Blair sings to her food while she's eating. It's just this cute little sing song that she does. And I could hear that while I was in the kitchen preparing her breakfast. And then all of a sudden, the song stops. Why can't I hear her? I can't tell you what it was, but something just didn't feel right in just that matter of seconds. And that's when I see her slumped over in her high chair. And I immediately knew that something was wrong.
I could only have imagined the fear, wanting to feel panicked.
That is a level of pressure as a parent that you never get over. Sorry. I called 911, and as I'm waiting for the 911 call to connect, I turned her over and immediately started doing the back thrust on her. I just knew I could not lose this child. She's my everything. So I continue to do the breathing, the chest compressions, the CPR. I'm constantly calling Blair's name. And as I'm on the phone with the 911 operator, explaining to her what's happening and she walking me through the steps of CPR and what to do.
The ambulance and the fire department on the way, I need you to keep doing that until she can breathe. Blair, please.
Our neighbor had come over to the house and he was on the phone with Garen, explaining to him what was going on.
Is she breathing? Has 911 been activated? Because those were like the two most important things that needed to be accomplished. And he assured me that 911 had been called and that my wife was actively performing CPR. Fortunately, in the St. Louis City Fire Department, our EMS dispatchers are CPR certified. I do know that that is not a national or regional standard. So we were very fortunate there that the dispatcher knew CPR and administered step-by-step instructions to my wife on what to do for our daughter.
And then finally, Blair started to spit up a little bit and she just took this little gasp, like this little gasp of air. And that, hearing her breath, was the best sound that I had heard since the day she was born.
It's tough to think about what would happen if we hadn't had that crash course on CPR. If we don't have that conversation, if we don't go through the steps, this is what you do, this is how you do it, not sure our child would be with us today.
It's been over 4 years since our traumatic incident. And today, Blair has grown into this amazing 6-year-old spunky little girl.
She's kind, she's sweet, she's inquisitive, she's energetic.
She's just so full of life. And to see that is such a huge contrast to that day when she was so lifeless, because this kid is literally a walking miracle. Children make you the most vulnerable. They're what makes you strong, and they're also what makes you weak. And when you as a parent
feel like you can't help your child. When you as a parent feel like you've done something wrong, and you feel like your child's safety, their life, their health is in danger, there's nothing you wouldn't do to prevent that.
Learning CPR can take as little as 20 minutes, but that 20 minutes could go a long way for saving a life.